didn't talk about like other stuff with the MCU. So like, is there
what else they're cooking up basically?
Anything? Because there's been so many movies that's been pushed back, but just like not just the MCU, but just overall in general. Like what?
I'll tell you one.
What are we looking forward to?
I'll tell you one
for 2020. Yes, that was supposed to be out last month.
That was supposed to be out last month.
Last month.
So for those who don't see the screen, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and they don't see it on my face because I'm quite salty. I was mad.
I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
I was
streaming
mad.
or
Nah.
I hope not. Because that's a theater movie. Hell yeah, I want to see it, but that's come on, man. I've been waiting almost 30 years for Ghostbusters 3, and I finally get it.
I feel like they snuck this up on us.
They did. They really did. Like it came out because there wasn't really there was some rumors to it, but everything Ghostbusters died down because of the last movie that we got.
Reboot? That thing we don't talk about.
We won't even mention what it was called. But you know that one Ghostbusters thing that wasn't
good best
at all.
It was a decent effort.
You know, I like the women. I think
the concept.
Women.
Like because those women are very funny, and I like them together. But I don't think this was a movie that was good for them.
Bridesmaid 2
exactly.
Or Bridesmaid 3.
That's what I'm saying. Like because those, like I said, they're.
All right, we're talking about the Ghostbusters.
All right, it's fine. Either way, we're not saying that we hate the movie because we don't like those women. We don't like women in there, which it just wasn't a good movie, and there was funny women in that movie who were given a terrible script. So there was nothing they could do to save that shit.
They were just trying to do their job.
Basically, people, improv doesn't save a movie.
Exactly.
No, not
it
at all.
does
And
not.
they gave them a lot of improv.
There's only so much you could do with it.
It's only so much. And my thing with it was like it was just a complete disregard for what Ghostbusters was.
It didn't.
Like
It didn't feel like a Ghostbusters movie.
It didn't. Like I understand the wanting to do a new version and a reboot. Like that's cool, but to completely disregard everything that happened previously and just straight up reboot it, especially when they were trying for years to make Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah, I guess
and then just a new guy swooped in and was like, I want to reboot it with all women, and then they just went that direction.
Yeah. But I'm excited the direction Afterlife is going with.
You know who it was directed by? I love this.
Ivan Reitman's son.
Yep. I think that's so cool.
Someone very close and that has grew up with this series is perfect as the person writing it.
He's in Ghostbusters too.
Yeah.
He's the
kid
kid.
at the birthday party, right?
He's like, my dad says y'all are full of crap.
Paul Rudd's in this movie.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
He's always funny.
Finn Wolfhard, because they're going with like a Stranger Things type of route where it's gonna be focused on the kids, and it seems like.
I think that's so dope, though.
I love it.
I love it.
Stranger Things paid so much homage to them, and it's like they're kind of saying it's like a thank you to them, even by casting Finn Wolfhard in this movie as one of the main characters.
I'm gonna sound so fucking goofy, but I got goosebumps when I saw them take that fucking stupid car out of the barn. I was like, oh shit, this is a true sequel. It's real.
And I'm like I said, I'm so excited for it. I love. It seems like.
Last month.
This was supposed to come out last month. Wow. And it seems like there's going to be a lot of legacy with this movie because it seems like the main character, I forget her name, but I'm assuming she is either the daughter or granddaughter of Spengler. She has his
the
look.
Little girl?
She has the glasses and his hair and everything.
It's confirmed it's his granddaughter.
Yeah, his granddaughter.
I thought that was that's awesome.
I wonder if we're going to see him as a ghost. Kind of like in
that's the rumor.
Kind of like how they do the Force Ghosts in like the end of like Star Wars. So just have him there like. So, she really does look like him. Yeah. Like I said, like
it's got a gunner seat now in the car for whatever reason. Just to sell the toys.
Yeah, which I like, but it's very extreme Ghostbusters, like having that little.
No one talks about extreme Ghostbusters. That was my shit.
Was one of the best faithful like cartoons like from a movie adaptation. Like it was because it was like directly after.
It was the era of like Men in Black cartoon. It
even had the same art style. It was the exact same, and like it was super faithful to the original story, and even the real Ghostbusters, because even like Egon still had the blonde hair for whatever reason. I still don't know why Egon had blonde hair in the
joke
cartoon.
Between I'm a huge Ghostbusters nerd. I apologize ahead of time, but like the joke was that the Ghostbusters movie was a movie in the universe of Extreme Ghostbusters. So that's why the original cartoon was called The Real Ghostbusters, because the movie that came out was just the movie.
Yeah, that's the same thing they did in the Men in Black cartoon.
No shit.
Yeah, because they explained it because in the cartoon their base is at like this airport hangar. In the movie, it's like some like terminal.
Yeah.
And he said they were saying the reason like we have to keep switching locations because some big budget Hollywood director finds out about us and makes a movie about us. And then they show the characters, and then like the animated versions look exactly like Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh my god.
So there was the same thing. Like the movie Men in Black is just based off them.
I
the
love that whole
cartoons.
era of
Yeah.
cartoons because they took the property seriously, but none of those cartoons ever lasted that
They
long.
did.
Nope.
Like Men in Black was only like
Extreme was-
50 something episodes. I
Extreme
think.
was done after a season, and I
Yeah.
was like,
Why do you
that's a
think that
crying
is?
shame. I don't know, probably just changing leadership at the time. Because like someone will be like at a head of a company, be like, "Yo, this is a great idea. Let's do it," and then they get fired.
And then the new guy.
And then the
sucks.
new guy's like, "Let's just not."
Right. Oh.
Let's just
We can't-
scrap
we-
the whole
we
thing.
We gotta
can't
cut the
sell the
budget.
Yeah.
We can't sell the toys with these. cut the show.
And I had so many Extreme Ghostbusters toys. I had the Proton
Yeah, it
Pack.
looked like
I had
they
the
moved
I
newer
still got
model
the big
Ecto
car
one.
that
Yeah.
you
Like
take
they
the
would
roof
move
rack
first.
off.
My favorite character was Eduardo. I had the figure of him and everything, and Roland, because he was
The
our
original
Winston.
plan was to bring them back
Yeah.
for Ghostbusters 3. Like they wanted to implement those characters and stuff
I
like
think
that.
they should at least have like some references to them.
Well, they are
think.
supposed to make a Ghostbusters animated movie in the
Are
next
they?
few years,
Okay.
and I honestly think that if they were to focus on characters like that, where like it's the Eduardo, the Kylie, and like save Egon and Ray and all them for like the very end, it's like that could be awesome. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Because the closest thing
Hire
so
us,
far
guys.
we got,
Yeah, these sound like great ideas.
because the closest thing we've gotten to a real Ghostbusters 3 was the video game that came out in 2009. I think it was.
Remember when that was
Damn,
revolutionary?
back in the day.
Still a fun ass game. Like
Yeah.
I said, I almost bought the HD remake that they just ported, to Xbox One and PS4 because it's an amazing fun game. If y'all haven't played it, I'm telling you, play it. Like, and again, it's like
And
it's
probably
pretty much a
cheap,
true
too,
sequel
right?
to yeah.
I remember when they were promoting that game, and they took the original Ecto on tour. So they parked it at like certain places, and my dad drove me to New York to go see it. And you think that car is big when you look at pictures?
shit.
That thing is about the size of 2 of these rooms put
Yeah.
together. That thing is huge.
Massive, yeah.
It's a massive.
I've only
vehicle.
seen the Universal Studios replicas when I was down there, so I don't know how it scales to the real actual one.
Oh, they're the same.
You know.
They're the same car.
Is it about the same? Okay, all right then.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
And there's no plan for release of this thing right now.
Just I'm assuming it's
Just
just
a
been
general
pushed back.
push.
Yeah.
Because there's no marketing right
Who's,
now. Like
who's releasing it? Like, what's the?
it's still
studio?
Sony.
Sony.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sony.
It's
Okay.
Sony.